toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs for the tackle.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Give to the running back. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that could run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. They go play action with Sellers. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete in the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing route.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Throwing, Sellers. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And these are the plays that defenses talk about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. When you play great job on second down and force the passing situation, now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
The sack makes it an even longer third down chance for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Sellers from the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Finding some room. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
On first down, it's Durham again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Breaks into the open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to Caden Durham.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Touchdown, Cyclones! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, he missed it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Play fake, Sellers. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. 4th down, Sellers. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff, Caden Durham. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Cyclones headed quickly to the line. Running inside, it's Durham. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Bring in the heat. Man, trying to get the end zone, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Charge that one, buddy.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. He'll take the deep shot. Goes high to pull it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Big time play by the defense, he'll lose 4. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue 30.
Sellers on the play action. He'll throw it. Fires complete on the crosser. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catches, big fella.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Clark. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Cyclones right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Here's a give to Durham. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They would not let that ball go to the wide side of the field.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And that's back-to-back frustrating runs for this offense, man. They've got to do a better job. The big hog mollies up front. They got to create some lanes, somewhere to go. Now this offense is backed up in a 3rd down and long situation.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Makes the catch, and he's free. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Charles Allen? Sure can.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. It's Eakin. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Shoots it to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. This time it's complete. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. The Cyclones take a timeout, and they will have no more. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking left. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Eakin. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. He'll start this drive firing. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, we've seen this all night long. The defense closing in on these throws. The windows are constricting so quickly. It's been a tough night at the office for this quarterback, and he gets another one knocked to the ground.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The Cyclones are marching down the field. They just keep firing. It's complete. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Yeah, buddy.
Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm. The passing game looking good.
The give to Caden Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
There's a crease. Bulldozes his way through. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Gets it to the back. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Here's Sellers to throw. Gonna take a shot. He's got it way down the field. Off to the races. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Cyclones come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Handoff, Caden Durham. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. But now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Big points to stretch the lead.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Sellers. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to fire to the left.
Come on.
Trying to pull it in. Here he goes. Past the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that is the play this offense needed, and it comes from a long shot in the passing game to now get within 2 late. And you know this coach is going for 2 at this point now. You're dialing up your best 2-point play. But what a great job of execution by the offense in a huge moment in this game.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. State sending the offense back out. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Looking downfield on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Jesus Christ, dude.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds the big tight end. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. Quarterback gets enough. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Cyclones with a counterpunch.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This certainly has a hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got a man. It's Clark. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Looking for a deep man. He's got it along the sideline. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. The run inside. It's Benjamin. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he scoots out of bounds. Picks up the first down. Gets the clock stopped. And now they're in business in plus territory. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. He'll set up to throw. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown Sooners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive?
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And tackled there by the defense.
Iowa State 29, Oklahoma 28. Number 0, set to kick it off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got a little grass. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Cyclones will kick off first, and here we go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Looking for space. It's Riley. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty run there. Pick up with 6 out through the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can first down, man, you are doing just that.
Fires left. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
That's caught. It's Dixon. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Quick strike complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll try to move on from that first down play. Second and goal from the 12. Just keep swinging it. Oh, they're after him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Big fella moving. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
That great first drive by this offense capped off third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Fumble into the end zone. Defense right there to jump on it, and they'll bring it out to the 20 after the touchback. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. They'll go to the counter. At the 45 on his way. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. This time he wants to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. And with the pick six. Touchdown Gators.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Durham. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Cyclones will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Cyclones peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Running through contact. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. He splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for space, it's Riley. Still on his feet at the 35. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it from the gun. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the wide receiver. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Finds his tight end. He's down short of the line to gain. It'll bring up a 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision there.
And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. They'll start on the ground with Dura. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Intercepted a first half touchdown. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Eakin. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. It's Clark. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Iowa State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Plows through the defense. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll run it again. Still on his feet at the 40. He's loose. Past the 20. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boston College.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Right down the middle. Finds his man. It's Clark. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The give to Caden Durham. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa State. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
he comes.
From inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every
Score already down 14-7. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Joseph. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense getting...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Joseph. Lofts one deep down the right side. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run the option. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running inside. It's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Joseph. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Cyclones! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. He's He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Line getting set on second down. Joseph. Catch in the middle. It's Lacey. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run.
Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's there to make the stop. They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Throwing Joseph. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. They'll go to the counter play. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Dangerous screen into traffic. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. They go play action with Joseph. Starts to scramble to the left. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The short hands, it's Clark. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Cyclones come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Plucks it out of the air. Across the 45. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here's the pressure. Got him downfield. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. And the Cyclones, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's a give to Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Durham. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Throws to the tight end. Got it! They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Going for the touchdown, couldn't make the connection, but this flag will be against the defense. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal with the 1. Push ahead on the sneak. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Iowa State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Cyclones will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit.
Oh, it's It's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
This offense has it with really good field position.
Here we go. Ready? Go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. To the air on 2nd down. Throwing right. Makes the grab. It's Clark. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Iowa State. And the punishment has been extended.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now, building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Durham. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around.
Great to have you with us from Milan Puskar Stadium in Morgantown. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Iowa State Cyclones and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Cyclones ready to kick it away first. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Going to the running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Creates a little room. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on
When I put what, babe?
medium on their side of the field. You get the big
I don't know. I was
stop
sleeping on that
and a
couch.
chance to
I didn't
switch the
take it
momentum
with me.
here in the first half.
The give to Caden Durham. Maybe a crease. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off play action. The quick out. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they strike first. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Looking for a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's
going for the big play. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. From inside the 10, here he comes. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in, it's Duff. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. The Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession...
He's going to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage, because it looked like they confused the...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hit as he throws. That...
Wasted 50K, bro.
The Cyclones headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They feed him again. There's some room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. The hand to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Power football with the run. He breaks a tackle. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got the tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff, Caden Durham. Still running at the 40. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They'll They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On the run, it's Jackson. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Back to the ground with the running back. Picks up the first down. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, there's an alley to the left. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy. It's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Clark. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Gonna take a shot on second and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Clark. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. That last completion has him set up, second and short. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. And they will score! Touchdown, Iowa State!
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. On the move, it's Jackson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the field. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Discards him with the stiff arm. Might have a chance. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Hands it off. Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off play action on 1st down. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Oh, you want to talk about catch radius, the big soft hands, it's like throwing it into a giant pillow.
And it's so nice for the quarterback, Reese, to know he doesn't have to put that right on his face mask. He's got an athletic tight end with crazy eye-hand coordination that can make plays like that.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He goes goes right back to the air. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Cyclones right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Clark. There he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the touchdown Trojans. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score.
You okay?